Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and let's start the long climb to my favorite level in the game, or at least second favorite, although I can't really think of one that would beat it at the moment. And we're starting off with a whole bunch of frames dropping, but it seems to be okay now, good. Okay, kind of difficult to see, this is that platform that came up, if we could actually get up it, there we go. And then one more, not nearly as high up, there we go, okay. And now we just gotta climb up this thing. We'll eventually make it. And oh man, it's those pink fans. The pink fans. Oh man, we made it past there safely. Still dropping a couple frames, mainly because of how bright it is. And just look, you can see all of DK Island, or at least a majority of it from this distance. Pretty neat. Don't want to go that way, instead go this way, because we just want to keep on going up. We're heading up. This is technically the third level in the game, despite the fact that it opened up 2 levels at once. The other one that it opened up is world number 4, because 4 comes after 3, even though we are activating warp pad number 4 before warp pad number 3. Although you could go get warp pad number 3 at any time, it's at a very simple location. But whatever. Here's our lobby, pretty simple. We have some stuff to do over there, lever that we can't pull. Also, mechanical bees. Oh dear god. They are uber powerful, I'm sure. And we only need 15 golden bananas to open up this world? Come on, man, I have 41. Yeah, excuse me. And first off, cutscene. Just quickly. Is he gonna talk about how I think his name is Doganadon? Or Dogadon or something like that? Oh, no, it's just some Kremlings trying to beat up on Diddy Kong. But they can't do it. Diddy's all taunting and he's wait a minute, one of the main characters is actually talking? Diddy, what are you doing? You're breaking the #1 rules of video games. Uh-oh, get out of there. Okay, now it really looked like they should have gotten him because he wasn't up in the air yet. They would have at least been able to grab his feet. But whatever. And here we are. Frantic Factory. Now, as a whole bunch of other things in this game, when I was little... Can you finish the sentence? This place scared me. I will get into more of that in a minute. Yeah, here we have our 5th member of the DK crew, Chunky. He doesn't like heights, so we're gonna want to go and save him. First off, just a whole bunch of standard teleportation pads. Okay, let's go ahead and hit that switch. It's a concrete switch, which means anybody can push it, any of the Kongs. Doesn't have to be a specific one, which is lucky. And that opens up this thing. Now we can head down, of course. So we're gonna want to go do that next. It is over in this direction. But the main reason that this place scared me was because of these dark hallways. When I was little, I really wouldn't ever turn the camera in the direction that I was going, so I was never really able to see when there was an enemy right around the corner. And I couldn't hear them or something, I don't even know for that part. But I just, whenever I would like turn the corner and then all of a sudden there would be the enemy there and it would run into me and it would just make me jump a little bit. Especially these guys are kind of freaky looking, especially to a young kid, I'm sure. Well, it was to me at least. But yeah, it was just no good. To me at least. Especially since these guys are invincible unless you throw an orange at them and don't miss. So essentially to me, they were... Oh, that is the 2nd time this Let's Play that I've hit myself with my own explosion? Come on, me. Let's head this way. There's no tag barrel around there, unfortunately, because there's a whole bunch of red going on. Actually, I think there's a tag barrel right over here. Right around here, actually. Okay, let's hit another concrete, switch. That'll open the other way from the main entrance. That made sense to me. From where we entered the level, that is the other, direction, the one that we didn't go in. Also, let's go ahead quickly switch to Diddy so we can grab his stuff in that, little section there, those bananas and that Kasplat, so that'll technically be our very first golden banana in the level. And oh look, he just now respawned. Interesting. Okay, let's head around. There are a whole bunch of golden bananas in this room right here. In fact, the worlds start becoming kind of segmented, at least in some way. Like, there are a whole bunch of golden bananas in one room, and you just have to use all the Kongs in that room in order to get their 4 golden bananas. Like, you can see, here we have a switch for every single Kong, pretty much. And they have a golden banana for each one, so yeah. There's that. Although then, again, really, the game has always been kind of segmented with at least some of its golden bananas. Like, in the first world, there were those switches that would open up the doors, which were timed. Oh, look, there's, Tiny's Kasplat. We'll get that next-ish. Soon enough. Let's just go ahead and hit this Lanky switch, and this is probably the easiest Kong to save. I think they were running out of ideas, because really that's it. He just falls, and he leaves a golden banana, and he goes into the tag barrel. But we'll get started with him soon enough. Now, he already has 10 coins, because I got those two 5 coins in the dirt piles using the shockwave attack, so that's helpful. He already pretty much has enough coins to catch up on all the power-ups that he's been missing, which is nice. Let's just go ahead and head on in here with Lanky, considering these are all blue bananas, and we can already get him to purchase some things, and everybody else as well. So, as usual, everybody has new powers. I don't think Candy sells anything. I'm gonna quickly check with her. Nope. Chunky is going to need to buy his instrument at the very least, so she is still slightly helpful. But everybody does have a new power from Cranky to get, so I'm going to quickly do all of that. See, 28 coins, he only needs 5. We have plenty. And dropping a whole bunch of frames, I almost said coins, for this animation, oh man. Baboon Balloon, kind of a meh power, barely ever used. It's Lanky Kong's pad power-up, so whenever there's a pad with Lanky Kong's face on it, you can press Z on it and just go levitating upwards and stay in the air for a short while. Okay, next up is Tiny, and I feel like she does not have something in this room. Okay, never mind. Let's go ahead. In here, again, 5 coins needed, have 32, so coins are really not a big deal at all. This is one of Tiny's best powers, the ponytail twirl. I'll show this off in a second, after he explains it. Okay, press A to jump, press A to, again to fly, float, sort of. If you play the original Donkey Kong Country games, and Dixie and her hair, this is basically that, but with ponytails. See? It lasts a short while, it's not infinite, but still, very nice. Yes, Squawks, I do realize that Chunky has... Can I get in there, please? That Chunky has 5 golden bananas in this world to get. See? 10 already. So we're pretty set. For him, for now at least. And just... Chunky, he's a giant joke, essentially. He's like this big brute guy. You'd think that he'd, like, beat up all the Kremlings, but he's actually a really nice guy, and he's really soft. So that's just kind of the joke. For instance, he plays the triangle as his instrument. But, you know, you can't really make fun of the triangle, because when I was younger, I was afraid of the triangle. Good job, you completed that sentence correctly. No, when I was younger in one of our school plays, I played the triangle and the gong, and by that I mean I hit the triangle every 30 seconds, and then I hit the gong every 30 seconds, or something like that. Yeah. And, oh, hey, darn, coins are actually a problem. That's what I get for saying that coins aren't a problem. Chunky actually has 2 power-ups from Cranky at the moment, so can't really get those. Okay, 2 more, oh wait, right over here, where is it? There we go. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get the 2 other powers. We've been doing this for like 3 minutes, dear god. Probably should have cut this out, but whatever. Gorilla Grab, you remember that switch, or lever that we saw in the lobby for this world? Yeah, Donkey Kong can pull those, so yeah, he's the only one that can. Just gotta approach it, press B. I'm gonna skip these now, although really not much time will be saved. but we still need to get one more coin for Chunky's other power. And you really wants to get him that power, it's really good. So let's just head in here. Okay, yeah. And this one is also kind of meh. It's a high jump for Diddy, but he can only use it on the pads with his face on it. So it's just like Cranky's Baboon Balloon, where you have to press Z on the pad in order to use it. So it's very situational, it's really not used that much. Let's go ahead and play as Chunky for a short while so we can grab those coins that were right by the teleportation pad. And he has a pretty good running B attack. I mean, he's very powerful. Only problem is that he's kind of slow, or maybe it's just me. He isn't that slow. Is there anything on the other side? Maybe. Yep, 5 more bananas. Good check. And now I have enough coins to get the other power for Chunky. One thing about Chunky is that I'm pretty sure his... Oh no, that's pretty standard. I was going to say that that isn't as high as the others, I think. Especially because in the rap, they said that he can't jump high and he moves real slow. But really, not so much. Yeah, I did grab his instrument, and yeah, I need him to get the other power. Here we have Primate Punch, which is Sandwichium Knuckles. Okay, well, it's his ZB attack. It's basically a super powerful punch that could destroy certain things like fences and basically open up walls or whatever. And it's a very powerful attack, but it's kind of really slow. That's it right there, a really big wind-up. It doesn't really do that much extra damage, I don't think. Really, you just want to use it to open up fences or whatever may be blocking your path from golden bananas. Such as right here. Nice segue, nice segue. So let's just go ahead and punch that down. And, unfortunately, Chunky does not have his, gun yet. But, I digress. So if we ground pound that, and then ground pound the switch, we get the banana to show up, which you want to do that first, because this next part is timed. You want to punch the switch with God, I'm gonna say Cranky every single time, with Chunky's face on it, and then you want a platform. And there are a group of 5 golden bananas on each of these, so you probably want to grab those as well. Get a third of the way to his banana medal. Surprisingly, he's the closest to getting it right now. But also there are these bees, which you could kill with the instrument or the gun if you actually had it. But if you're like me, you don't have it yet. And the time's going to run out by now. I'm messing up too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead. He has the funniest shockwave attack, although it takes the longest. He burps. Just why? So many just toilet humor type things that are just funny. Okay, let's set this up again and actually get this golden banana. So Chunky getting his very first golden banana ever, so we will be able to see his victory celebration dance, if these guys don't mess me up. Also, the zingers now drop, oranges. Although I don't know if... Oh, well, we couldn't really see that because the camera was off him. What the heck? Game. Well, the zingers now drop oranges in case they weren't doing that before. Let's head over to DK next. We have a little thing for him to do. Also, something that I feel like I should mention, you see Tiny's face on the tag barrel? There's a little red dot under it. Well, that's because her face is too small for it to cover the entire question mark. So it still shows up a little bit on there. Kind of a weird thing that I just thought was weird, and I missed 5 bananas. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I should be fine. Let's go ahead and grab those 5 first, because, you know, bananas, I want to get that banana medal. Plus it's not that big of a deal. Shoot for the rings, though. They are the good guide on where to go. And now we can activate the Star of DK and see what that does. What does that do? Oh, that's right. So it opens up a switch for a thing that we can do in some other location that I can't remember exactly where it is. Okay, next up, Tiny Kong. She has her Kasplat here. So, yeah, now that we have all 5 characters, we are going to be doing quite a bit of switching in the worlds. So, yeah, just kind of a warning there. and just go ahead, kill that guy, grab the coins as well, although it really doesn't matter. It would still just bug me to constantly see them there, especially if I know that I can grab them. Also, are there a certain color banana up this? Nope, no bananas. Oh, red. I will come back around here as Diddy in a minute. Oh, hey, there's that switch right there. Darn it. Okay, well, first off, let's just go ahead, enter this barrel to make Tiny become tiny. Still makes sense, it actually does, but making the tiny one become even tinier. And then she has to make her way up this desk. So kind of a neat little thing, really easy, golden banana though. And then she can just head right on in here, and then we go into another auto-walking section. And then from there, she will come up to the golden banana, so a pretty easy one. That is 3 in this part. Oh, I forgot to point out the 40-second golden banana. Dang it. Well, the 40-second golden banana was saving Chunky. So just throwing that out there. And now here's a great example of why you don't want to fight the boss until the very end of the level. If you did, you would have to walk all the way back down to that other room where I spent a lot of time in before and then switch, rather than you just using this switch right here. So I'm serious when I say you want to save your character switching until the very end. Or you want to save your boss battle until the very end. As well as it's a boss, it should be at the end of the world. So there you go. Let's just have him punch this down now, and this will probably be the last thing I do. Maybe I'll grab those regular red bananas with Diddy, but otherwise... Stash Snatch, okay. It's a lot like the beat the baddies and make it through the maze, but instead I just have to grab coins, so really not that difficult at all. Also, yeah, if you see another fork in the road, you went the right way, you want to head back, because just about all these dead ends have a coin in them, see? Oh, grab the coin, Chunky, there we go. Hey, I actually called him Chunky, fantastic. It's just like me getting used to pressing ZB for the rank stand instead of Z left C. Okay, let's try right. Watch that be the right way again, because you know, right? Oh, it is the right way, because right is always right. Okay, let's just jump over, get there. We have plenty of time though. And there's a bee. And he poops explosives, yeah. Oh, nope, no, don't want to do that though. Come on now, let's make our way over. And yeah, we made it, barely though. If I had taken one more wrong turn, although I'm pretty sure that's impossible. Unless you took a wrong... excuse me. Unless you took a wrong turn a second time, but otherwise, I don't really see how that's possible. Okay, well, we're getting up there on time, 18 minutes, which is the minimum that I want to do for this Let's Play. Yeah, you guys are only worth the minimum. Is this already? No, I don't have the other sides of this. I don't even know where that is. I don't think. Oh, well, I'm just gonna quickly change into Diddy, grab those couple of bananas on my way out here. So, in the next part, we will do that arcade game, as well as further explore this world. I'm pretty sure we have pretty much cleared out this side, so there is that other side that we opened up with that concrete switch, in this area right down here. So we'll be exploring that area next time. So I will see you all then. Goodbye.